friends, I'm Akash, and this is your News of the Week for the week of August 21st to August 27th, 2022. I'm Akash Rakoti, and let's get right into our headlines. First up, an update on the Federal Bureau of Investigation's raid of Mar-a-Lago, former President Donald Trump's resort and Florida mansion. Because on August 8, 2022, the FBI raided Mar-a-Lago in order to obtain documents President Trump was accused of illegally taking from the White House to his private residence. Normally what should happen is they are given to the archivist of the United States, who will store them in the National Archives building in Washington, D.C. But on August 8th, 2022, the FBI had to raid Mar-a-Lago in order to get those files. And on August 26th, 2022, the United States Department of Justice released the affidavits used as a rationale by the search warrant executed during the raid. Now, this affidavit notes that the FBI identified 184 unique documents bearing classification markings, including 67 documents marked as confidential, 92 documents marked as secret, and 25 documents marked as top secret. And they're all in the house of a former president instead of Washington. And the FBI also believed that those documents obtained likely contained evidence of obstruction by President Trump's administration, among other top secret files. Certain portions of the published affidavit have been redacted, mostly in order to avoid confidential information from being released. But from what we do see, it seems that the information President Trump had taken was highly secretive to the United States government in nature, and this may not bode well for President Trump if he decides to run again in 2024. And now it's time for our next story, which revolves around on August 25th, 2022. The California Air Resources Board, or CARB, historically voted to ban the sale of all gas-powered vehicles and switch to selling only electric vehicles by 2035 in an effort to decrease air pollution and slow down climate change. This follows President Biden's goal to make half of all newly sold cars zero emission for 2030. And the thing is, despite this radical move, there are some issues like the sparsity of electric vehicle chargers, the cost of these vehicles in the first place, and the amount of car manufacturers that are actually going to produce these vehicles at all may plague this transition to quite a great deal. But then again, we've got to start somewhere, right? And I truly believe that this is a good change in order to reduce pollution and curb global warming. And now it's time for another story, which is the fact that the Russian-Ukrainian war has entered its 7th month. And Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said that the whole world nearly avoided a nuclear catastrophe, as damage sustained by the Zaporizhzhia nuclear plant, Europe's largest nuclear power plant, during the Russia-Ukraine war led to this plant being cut off from Ukrainian electricity in panic during the subsequent power outage. Although emergency power generators within the facility caused it to start up and run again, many have wondered whether a potential nuclear disaster would have been imminent had things gone differently. The mass shelling of the plant ended up leading to the risk of leakage, and as such, UN inspectors are planning to visit the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant facility in order to check for any major damages. And, I pray for both the Ukrainian and the Russian peoples and everyone who has died in this bloody war, and I truly hope that peace will prevail above all. And now it's time for the final story of the week, which is an update on COVID-19. While the United States is still leading with the highest number of positive cases per country in the world right now for COVID-19, Pfizer and Moderna have applied to the U.S. Federal Drug Administration for the emergency use authorization of the bivalent COVID-19 vaccine booster, so as to get ready in order to tackle and decrease the widespread of the COVID-19 in the coming fall. On the sidelines, Moderna is suing Pfizer and its German partner BioNTech for patent infringement of its innovative RNA technology platform that they have developed by investing billions of dollars for several years before the COVID-19 pandemic hit. The lawsuit filed by Moderna in the United States and Germany seeks financial damages for the patent infringement. Ultimately, in the end of this case, I hope that the truth prevails in this case, and also that in the end, COVID-19 will curb down. And I truly think that with this bivalent, I'm really sure that COVID-19 will begin to go down again. And that is all of your news of the week. For the week of August 21st to August 27th, 2022, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you soon in another News of the Week. Goodbye.